So I know a lot of people, I'm not going to make them wait too much. Can you just share with us where you are moving to and why did you choose that destination? Another one of my favorite places in the entire world.
So I will be, drumroll please, I will be moving to Thailand in August of this year. And when I tell you that wasn't where I thought I was going, but I keep saying to people, well, I'm moving to Thailand on my way to Portugal. And they're like, wait, what? And I might be moving to Thailand on my way to somewhere else. But what I am doing is I'm moving to Thailand. So I was like, wow. And in all honesty, I really was not looking for this job, but a job was like literally, and I don't really know how to say this, but I was looking to get out and I said, all right, I'm gonna look on LinkedIn, which I have never done. I have never applied to anything on LinkedIn in my whole time. And I'm late night up at 3 and I'm going through and I'm looking at this job description and I'm like, oh, I can do that. And I can do that. And I'm looking at all the bullets. And I said, oh, I can do all those things. I'm going to apply for this job. And the job was in Malaysia. And I said, I'll apply and we'll see what happens. And literally, God made it so. The recruiter called me the next day and was like, oh, we got your CV. Did you apply for blah, blah, blah? We'd love to talk to you. You know, nothing but God.
Because usually that's especially an open. If they reply at all,
open.
Talking maybe a month, right?
Listen, open. Yeah. And not only open, that position was up since October.
Oh my gosh.
I went through that whole 3 rounds of interviews from like February, March.
Wow.
And then in between all that, my husband was like, I think we should go to Malaysia. we should probably go visit if you're going to get this job. And I was like, all right. And we literally went for 1 week to Malaysia.
Oh, wow.
And if anybody goes to my YouTube channel, you'll see I uploaded a video that's like have passport, will travel, just a quick 10-15 minutes while we were in Malaysia, because I was like, bro, people got to have their passport, because just the thought of being able to pick up and go to Malaysia, we were like, look, we got to go. We got to go. So we went and we had an amazing time. And then when I got to the 4th round, they said, well, we'd like for you to potentially think about Thailand. Would you be open to Thailand? I was like, Malaysia, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam. Like, I'm still 12 hours away. So,
right.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do it if my husband wasn't open, for sure. You need somebody to be in your corner, to give you that, girl, you could do this. And we were like, we'll figure it out. You want to work abroad? You've done. I mean, I will say, if I didn't have international experience, they probably would not have called me. Like, that's truth. I have the experience in Zimbabwe. I've also done consultant work in Saudi Arabia. Okay. I've also done some work in Spain. So having work experience internationally will open you up. But I have never had a full-time gig there. Everything has been consultant work. But
and you don't know unless you try. And I know people who had never had international experience until they got
international experience.
And so, yeah. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize that. I knew you were moving. I didn't realize that wait, I'm frozen. Okay. I don't remember you saying that they contacted you the very next day and the process began. Wow.
Like when I say the very next day, I was like, wow, God is so good. Yeah. When you pray for it and you align yourself and you stay open, because it really has to be about you being willing and open.
Yeah. And asking for it, like asking, putting it out there. And while you are here, right? While you are here doing whatever the routine is that you're doing, 3 o'clock in the morning, go on LinkedIn, go on websites, find resources.
I mean, find and be open to saying I'll apply.
Yes.
Listen, I was like, how do I didn't even know how to upload the cover letter. I was like, I don't even know how to upload it. I had to like reapply and then add the cover letter as the upload. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. No, I have no idea. So I did the CV and then I was like, I should probably write a cover letter. They're gonna open the CV and be like,
okay, nice resume, but
nice resume, and
but who is she? Right?
Who is she? I was like, oh Lord.
Wow. Well, congrats. That, you know, what God has for you is for you, period, exclamation point. And I love the fact that if you pick up nothing else from just that response, what do you have to lose, right? I hate even saying that phrase now, but
it's true.
Like, what do you have to lose? You don't get a response. They say no. You go through something. You keep moving. You have absolutely nothing to lose. She got an amazing trip to Malaysia unexpectedly.
How about that?
How about her and her husband? You know,
yeah.
What do you have to lose? So you kind of talked about it, but can you just give the exact time frame from the time when you said, you know what, I'm thinking about maybe something else? And
I will say January of this year.
Oh wow.
Yeah. When the shenanigans went down,
right?
Me and my girlfriend decided we were going to spend inauguration in Canada. That was the first thing we did. We were like, we're going to Canada.
I love it.
We're going to Toronto. We're going to have an amazing weekend. We're going to not be dealing with this mess that's going on here. And while I was in Toronto, I visited a partner that we work with. And I left there thinking, why not apply to a school somewhere else? Like, I know I'm working here and I've been working here for 20 plus years, but I can teach teachers anywhere. Like, I can do what I do anywhere. And so when I left there, I was like, I'm gonna look for a job. Like, I knew it, but I was like, I don't know where. And so I had already, I would say, planted a seed for myself that, when I go back, I'm gonna be looking to be making a move.
I love that. Yeah. I mean, again, another reason why I know even us sitting at the same table meeting that was definitely divine, because similarly to me going real all in on this YouTube channel was after the results were confirmed in November. And I literally went 60 something days straight on YouTube because I knew, I knew what the future was going to look like. And okay, I need to light the fire, tell my peoples, let's stay ready so we don't have to scramble to get ready. And so similar to you, it's like you said in January, oh, heck no.
Oh, heck no. Oh, heck no. And I think I was saying it out loud. And, you know, and even my team was like, where you going to go? What you going to do? I said, we got to get out of here. They don't care about us. They don't care not one bit about us. And then I was like, and what about the children? And, you know, and then you start like, what about the kids? And what about this? I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to take it down and I'm going to be very strategic about how I'm moving right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to, you know, just try to align myself, deal with whatever, you know, deal with your bills, deal with your finances, and just be open to like look for opportunities and just see. And something can be an opportunity that you don't normally see as an opportunity.
You can always pivot. That's the beautiful thing. Like, we are not taking blood oaths when we do these things, right? We are not selling our souls. We can always pivot. And that's kind of why I, you know, wanted to label this conversation, you know, having the audacity, but also escaping the limitations that we also often put on ourselves, because we can sit there, like you said in January, you knew you did not have the pieces of the puzzle all laid out and figured out in January, But as we like to say in the gymnasium, you were about that action. It was like, well, at least let me get started. At least let me start the process and see what comes of it. And so we need to, another gem that was just dropped, you know, just if your mind can conceive it,
yes,
your heart can believe it, then you can achieve it. I hate sounding cheesy, but these are true. And one of my favorite quotes, and I say it all the time in our accountability group, it only seems impossible until it is done. Mr. Nelson Mandela himself.
Yes.
So you are embodying that. But let me, you know, I could sit here and gloat, you know, over all of your, you know, brave, or what we would label as brave behavior, but it's the ancestors guiding you and the push and all of that. And so speaking of that, now I know for me, you know, fears are real, right? You can have some, you know, anxiety, some concerns. You have children that are here. The U.S. is still going to be U.S.ing, right? So can you talk about some of those fears and mental blocks that you've experienced, and like how are you overcoming them, and what are you doing?